Let's go over the basic parts of the drum sander. It's called a drum sander because it's the full width sanding drum. When I turn it on, this whole drum is going to spin. You can see this paper is pretty loaded up. That means someone was using a wet or sappy wood, and also they were being too aggressive on their cut. Also, I can tell this paper is no good. It has torn, and you can see the burn here because these two pieces of paper overlapped. It was improperly installed, and so we're going to go over installing paper. If you look down at this side, I've got a little spring release right here. I'm going to release that spring, and that's going to allow me to take out that paper. I will pull it all the way off the drum and release the other side to get that old paper out. Continuing to look at the parts, I've got two power switches. One switch is just the table. We don't feed wood into this machine. The table feeds the wood for us. It's variable speed, so that's as fast as it goes, and then you can hear the difference and you can see the difference for how slow you can make it go. How you feed it is up to you. The second switch is this toggle switch, and that's going to turn on the sanding drum itself. When you close this lid, this is where our dust collection system is going to go. We'll bring over one of our flexible hoses. Lastly, we have the up and down control for the height of our sander, and this shows you which way is which. Down is going to be counterclockwise, and it says a quarter turn equals a 64th of an inch on your material. Next, we're going to load a piece of paper. So I have a new piece of paper here, and you can see the paper is pre-cut with a taper on it to go on correctly. So I'm going to start by feeding one end of the paper into this side of the spring-loaded clip, and I'm going to feed it until I have just about the width of the clamp. That's how far I want to go. Now as I wind it, it is pre-cut so that it comes out exactly lined up with its other piece of paper. I want to make sure that I wind it tightly, as tight as I can, and that I keep my pieces of paper right up against each other. I don't want a big gap, and I definitely don't want an overlap. So winding them tightly and against each other, I go all the way across the drum. Now you can see there are some little gaps. That's not a problem. Just nothing large, and again, no overlaps. As I get to the end of my piece of paper, I should end up right at my other spring clip location. So I'm going to reach back here and open my spring clip and then feed my piece of paper down into the clip. When you have it right, when you release the spring clip, it actually adds a little bit extra tension. It sucks the paper a little bit tighter. If it's not doing that, you don't have your paper in right, and it's going to cause a problem. So right there, I did not get the right spot. So we want to go back. Make sure we've got it all good. Try again. It just means I didn't hit the slot. And it can be a little tricky to find the right slot to grab. Now that one, I felt it. Oh, I'm wrong. I did not feel it tension. Come on, baby. Looks like I have a little bit of curl at the end that's missing my slot. All right, so there I have the slot. It is locked in. Now I'm just going to double check, make sure I have it as tight as I can. And then again, as I let go of the clamp, it's going to tighten it a little more. Now I've got a fully solid piece of paper, no gaps, nice and tight, not loose, and it's not going to come off of either end. So this paper should last and go well. You are now loaded to use the drum sander. Thank you.